when I went there I was age 4. Because we were 7 miles from Queenstown and 14 miles from Strawn, but because the outgoing trains, of course, were delivering copper ingots to Strawn in the morning, so there were only morning trains came through, so there was no trains going to Queenstown. The better educational opportunities were at Queenstown, but of course, and in those days even there was a bus used to go to Queenstown, but there was a goats track up to the Strawn Road, so that wasn't seen as a possibility. So we would get one of the first trains that come through in the morning, say at 7:30. Because of the app railway system, which has got a central cog where the engine logs onto those cogs and goes up very slowly and helps to pull heavy loads, it's extremely slow. It's also extremely slow going downhill. And so the journey to Strawn would inevitably take 2 and a bit hours. So we'd get there at 9:30, 10 o'clock at Regatta Point. Then we'd have a taxi that'd take us around to the school. One of the consequences of that was that we missed a lot of the basic subjects in the morning, so it wasn't a good long term. But for us, my memories about the school itself were pretty vague, but the most exciting part of the day for us was after school. We'd be delivered back to Regatta Point, and at Regatta Point there were, at this particular time, several little houses, so we had lots of the Ludbys and various people to play with. And one of the things about it, particularly the younger ones, we were often hoping that the train would be delayed to be fairly late, because it went past 6 o'clock. We were then taken over to the hotel, which, for a young person that was rather... and we were fed sandwiches and soup and sandwiches. Now, my older brother Eddie didn't think it was much, but I thought it was pretty okay. So that would happen on the Mount Lyell Company would do that, and we'd always get home. It would always be dark when we get home, which meant no homework or anything like that. Invariably get home and have to go to bed. I don't think we could remember much about the school, but the train trip was the highlight of the day for us. And it was I can't even remember being tired or anything like that, but they were long days. So my education was retarded, although actually I could read before I went to school, because I started school at 7.
So Ralph, do you consider yourself a West Coaster?
Well, I suppose if you've lived on the West Coast, you always do. That's part of you. It's part of your life. Yes. I always remember the comment in the book that you people wrote recently of Paul, who said, Paul Soden, who said the West Coast is in you. There's a closeness of contact and so on, a heightened sense of all that relationships and stuff that you don't have to experience if you live in a big town, if you live in your cities and so on.